Now at midday, responding to protest arrests on campus, why IU leaders are defending their decision to have police break up demonstrations. One win away, the Pacers push close to their first playoff series win in 10 years.
And we are tracking some rain moving across parts of the state. We'll talk about what we can expect for the day today and the rest of the work week.
Shooting hoops for a good cause. Ahead, the annual basketball game honoring a fallen police officer.
News 8 Midday starts now.
Following breaking news this midday, the National Weather Service confirms the first death connected to last month's tornado in Winchester. Word of the death came in a new update from the service about the March 14th storm when the twister hit parts of Delaware and Randolph County. The statement says one of the victims died with injuries listed as a contributing factor to the death. We are working to confirm the name and circumstances surrounding the death, and we'll update you as soon as we learn more information here on Wish TV and online at wishtv.com. Let's take a live look outside at the southwest sky. There is a little rain there. Will we see a break in the rain today?
I think we're going to see on and off showers, maybe a few pockets of thunderstorms as well.
Okay.
So sometimes you may see a little bit of rain, may get a little bit of a break, and then some more showers off and on. If you don't have it, our Storm Track 8 weather app is a great tool. It will alert you when there is the potential for some lightning nearby, and that may be a factor, especially with kiddos, after school activities, and things that are outside. That may be an issue later today. A live look here on Storm Tracker in Indianapolis. We've got just a few light showers here in the city, and then back to the west across parts of Hendricks County here. Danville seeing some light showers. Farther north and west up 65, right around the Lafayette area, Monticello, Logansport, you're seeing a few very light scattered showers. No severe weather is anticipated today, so that is the good news. Cloudy skies here. A live look in Speedway, 63 degrees with some rain being reported at the airport. Winds out of the southwest at 13 miles per hour, could gust at times near about 20 and 25 miles per hour. So bit of a breezy day on tap today. 63 in Indianapolis, 66 Kokomo, and into the 70s along the southern part of the state right now. Today we'll look for a mostly cloudy sky. On and off showers will be possible, maybe a few rumbles of thunder. Temperatures today will be climbing into the 70s with those breezy winds out of the south and southwest. We'll talk much more about the potential for 80s to return to your forecast. All those details coming up in a few minutes.
Tara, thank you. 11:03 now. New at midday this morning, police in Indianapolis are pleading with the community for information about a deadly hit and run. IMPD says on Friday they responded to a call for a report of a person down in an alley on North Elder Avenue near the West Michigan Street and White River Parkway intersection. Officers say that's where they found a man with injuries consistent with trauma. He later died at the hospital. Police are asking you to contact police if you have any information. Your anonymous tip may be eligible for a $1,000 reward. And your statewide news network covers Allen County, where we now know the identity of a man killed in a police shooting. State police say 37-year-old Robert Vicena was killed in the Saturday night shooting. Police say he attacked two officers with a knife as police responded to a domestic battery call in New Haven. Police say they then shot at the suspect and he died at the scene. The officers involved are on administrative leave, as is standard procedure. And in Boone County, two young people have been detained after police say they stabbed another young person in the back. That happened just after 4:15 yesterday afternoon on North Pearl Street and County Road 650 in Thorntown. The Boone County Sheriff's Office says the victim's injuries are not life-threatening. The Sheriff's Office did not release the ages of those involved and didn't say what led up to that incident. Pro-Palestinian protests could soon return to IU's Bloomington campus, this time with approval of the university. IU administrators are defending the way they've handled the protest at Dunn Meadow that led to dozens of arrests since Thursday. IU President Pamela Whitten issued a statement last night encouraging those who were charged with trespassing to use the university's appeals process. She says in nearly all cases, trespass ban orders preventing students or faculty from visiting campus will be halted during the appeals process. This will allow the students and faculty to complete the semester. One protester told News 8 the demonstrators tried to remain peaceful, but claimed state troopers roughed some up roughed up some students.
I have a video of them pushing elderly women. I have a video of them with their knees on my friends' backs when they were completely peaceful, not resisting.
At issue, a rule that IU changed last week, the day before protests escalated. The new rule bars tents or other structures from Dunn Meadow at any time without the university's prior approval. IU's president says the school is in the process of approving a new request from protesters to put up structures in Dunn Meadow this week. To read her full statement, including comments about why the school called in police, scan the QR code on your screen now. It's one of our top stories on wishtv.com. And other schools all around the country are facing similar situations as commencement season begins. The University of Southern California says it's already canceled its ceremony next week due to safety concerns. USC came under fire for initially canceling the speech of its valedictorian over criticism of her pro-Palestinian social media post. Today is the last day of classes at Columbia University, where pro-Palestinian demonstrators originally began. The commencement ceremony there is set for May 15th in the spot where encampments are currently standing. Wish TV is your education station. A new Indiana law that compels universities in the state to promote intellectual diversity is facing criticism from faculty members and students. The law, signed by Governor Eric Holcomb last month, is currently being implemented by universities. We asked an expert about the concerns of some of what and the new law will bring to Indiana's lecture theaters.
The point is to bring more conservative students who have felt unwelcomed on Indiana college campuses to higher education. But what critics say is that this is another way to chill speech that was going to affect how they can talk about things like diversity and science and best practices in teaching. And they are now worried that the law is being considered by their universities.
The new law is set to go into effect in July of this year. It's 11:07. The Indiana Pacers are just one win away from their first playoff series victory in 10 years. The Pacers beat the shorthanded Milwaukee Bucks 126-113 in Game 4 of their first round playoff series. Our Angela Morian watched it go down from Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
It was a complete Miles Turner takeover and the Pacers' 13-point win over the Milwaukee Bucks in Game 4 here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Turner was dominant inside out. He was played with power, shot with confidence, and had a game-high 29 points. Even shattered his postseason record, making 7 threes. Point guard Tyrese Halliburton said the team sat down and said after the Game 1 loss, we have to dictate the pace against the Bucks. That means playing fast, making threes. That's exactly what this Pacers team did.
I think people know on makes, on misses, we're pushing the ball, and I think that that's important for us. So we've kind of got back to that in the last 3 games, and in a world, in a league that says, oh, you can't play fast in the playoffs, we don't really believe in that. We're going to be who we are and put our identity and our imprint on every game.
Well, I think after that first game, we watched a lot of film and just saw some of the holes in the defense and realized that there were open spots for us to exploit. So a lot of it for me is just read and react, which is pretty much what our offense is.
When you're in a playoff series, when you win, your celebrations got to be pretty short, and you got to keep focusing. So that'll be our task. And then Tuesday, I have an idea of what's coming then as far as, their crowd and everything.
The Pacers' 22 threes, a franchise postseason best. The Blue and Gold now go up in the series 3-1. Never in franchise history have the Pacers lost a series being up 3-1. Likewise, the Bucks have never won a series being down 1-3. Next game, Tuesday. We'll have you covered in Milwaukee. For now in Gainbridge Fieldhouse, I'm Angela Morian for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
Let's go Pacers!
Let's go Pacers! Siakam is back, baby! Let's go Halle!
Needless to say, Pacer fans are excited about the prospect of moving on in the playoffs. At least that was the case with the fans we caught up with after the game.
Awesome, because we haven't done it in a while. It'll be good for the city. We got the fever heating up, and they're getting ready to start in a couple of weeks, so it keeps the momentum going.
The Pacers take on the Bucks tomorrow in Milwaukee. If they win Game 5, it will be their first postseason series victory since they made it to the conference finals in 2014. Well, the Indianapolis Police Department hit the court to take on the Indianapolis Fire Department this weekend for the 8th annual Indy Hoops and Heroes basketball game. IMPD beat IFD, bringing overall series to a tie. The game has raised awareness and money to combat domestic violence since it began in 2014. The event was created to honor fallen IMPD officer Kim Carmack, who was killed by her ex-husband.
A lot of times I feel like domestic violence incidents are very isolating, and this event is able to show people in the community that there are people that are willing to help you, and there are resources out there, and that there are people that care about the situation that you're in.
Since 2014, Hoops and Heroes has raised more than $300,000 for victims of domestic violence. 11:10, the Indianapolis Fire Department teamed up with Citizens Energy Group to paint fire hydrants teal and raise money for a good cause. The event is called Badges for Burn Camp. The goal is to raise money to send burn survivors to Hoosier Burn Camp. This is the 8th event since it started in 2015. The group say the first 7 efforts raised about $57,000. Indianapolis Fire Department also says the money raised comes from the money already allocated to the outsourced hydrants they are painting. And in case you missed it, it's one of the coolest sights in healthcare to return to Indianapolis. IU Health is sharing video of the return of superheroes rappelling down the side of Riley Hospital for Children and posing for pictures with the kids. Spider-Man, Iron Man, the Black Panther, the Hulk, and the Flash were there. The visit Friday, and that Sunday happened to be National Superhero Day. Well, the fever hitting up this week as the team prepares for the beginning of a new era. Ahead, rookie and star Caitlin Clark shares the advice veterans are giving her.
And we are going to see a breezy day today with some rain showers out there, maybe a few claps of thunder. We'll time out our best chances for rain coming up.
The most local news. Wish TV. We are local.